Hola amigos, hola amigas, welcome, bienvenido, croeso salam, welcome to the channel y'all, Chesh and Yakshimash, Ni Ha and Sing Yong and hello everybody. Yes, I am still alive and today I'm going to be bringing you, yes, a vacuum video. Wow, shock, horror, yes, vacuum video, not washing machines, not fish tanks, not cats, not dogs, not God knows what else. It's actually a vacuum video. Yes, I'm doing it. First one of the year, 2025. Welcome to 2025, everybody. Let's see if this year will give us a little bit more happiness, maybe. So today's video is going to be on this Electrolux canister. Now, this is the Electrolux Powerlite 1800w. So it packs a lot of punch for a little vacuum cleaner. It is slightly damaged. I have had it a very, very long time, and I'm sure I have the hose for it somewhere over there, but I'll have a look. Now, what I want to do to this is to give it a bit of a spruce up, a bit of a clean, test it, see if it works, and then stick it on eBay. So, yeah, so we've got a cord. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's very well worn. It's very used. It's very budget. Now, I believe this is from the 90s at some point, possibly early 2000s. I don't know. You guys can date it for me. It has a microfilter that comes off, actually. I don't know whether there's actually something missing from the back, because it looks like there should be something in here with a clip. So I don't know what that was at some point, but it definitely does look like there was something for it or on it. Maybe a blower port for a different model. I don't know, but there's definitely something not there. So I noticed we have a tool, tiny little crevice tool. Let's have a look on the inside. I did have a look to take pictures of it, and it doesn't look pretty. Yes, there's a paper bag and a lot of mess and a lot of gulch. This isn't going to be a strip down at all. I know I've said that in the past, but this is literally just going to be a cleanup operation and rescue. And it really does need a bit of a rescue. It's got a indicator somewhere underneath all that grime to show when the bag is full or how full the bag is. And we have a button missing for the on and off. Now, the on and off switch works. The only thing that's missing is the button, and that's something that was missing when I bought it. So, without further ado, let's get you guys a little bit closer so we can see what we're looking at and see if we can do anything with it. So if you can hear something in the background, it's the heater, because it's quite cold in here. But I did manage to get it up to 15 degrees in here, so that's not too bad. I'm going to get Benchy at hand, because we are going to be doing a lot of Benchy with this thing. It's quite a nice little compact design, I have to say. Now, let's take the bag out. The bag is pooped. It's paper. I'm sure I have some fleecy bags that'll fit in there. We've got another filter here. I'm not going to switch it on yet because I need to clean it up with Benchy before I can, properly give it a clean to test it. The rear filter there definitely needs a clean. It really just needs a good old vac, which I'll do first with Benchy. So we're going to get some noise. Let's get Benchy on. I'm going to pull you guys back a bit. Right, let's get cleaning. Right, okay, so we've got the worst off, most of the loose detritus. Here we have the cable. So let me... does it stay out? No, that button, no, I've never tried it before. That button is jammed, so it doesn't stay out. So I'll try and measure it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's about 4.5 meters long, and it doesn't stay out. So how that button comes out, if it's anything like that button there, let's see if a little prizing would help. No, don't like it when plastics go crack. No, I can't see. How that button comes off. Let's go into the toolbox and have a look. I got some little pickers here, so maybe... No, that's breaking that shite. No. Ow, that was my finger. Oh, okay, that came off. Let me go get the spring and the switch. Okay, so I have the spring. And I have... And there's nothing in there for it to be pushing back from. That clips on, that goes into that to steady it, that goes down into there. The spring goes on that. But there's nothing. Oh, there it is. So the brake is that. All right, okay. And that's what... Oh, it's staying out now. Hang on. Let's move this out the way. Let's make room. Right, so that's working now. Better. At least it's staying out. Let me... Ah, see, can you hear that? That's better. So I'm going to spray some contact cleaner. Found it. Right, let's put some air cleaner. Just to remove any. Now I'm going to put some contact cleaner. Inside of that. That's better. I'm going to leave it for a minute for the contact cleaner to evaporate. I'm going to get a bucket with some warm soapy water and I'll be back. Okay, so we are back. Let's close that. Stinky. So the first thing I want to do is put a nice damp cloth on it. Water's warm, just to loosen off. I've put a little bit of Dettol in the water, as well as some fairy liquid. So I'm doing this just to get the worst off on the first pass. That looks pretty good already. This poor little machine has seen some things that a vacuum ain't supposed to see. It's dust everywhere, in every crevice, in every nook, in every cranny. Mankey. We will give this little thing a deserved bath. I haven't even switched it on yet. It's manky. At least we got the foot pedal working again. That's good. I'm going to put a little bit of spray lubrication onto it. Oh, get in there. Can I do 2 fingers? No, I'm going to have to use 1. No problems there. Never had any complaints. There we go. Look at that. Lovely and clean. It does have some scratches on it, and it looks like some glue. So I'm wondering if somebody kind of like kept it in a garage or something. It's kind of like a benchy kind of thing at some point during its little poor life. Right. That's enough of that. Now I'm going to spray some elbow grease all over it. And this time I'm going to use another cloth where I'm going to wring it out really well. Oh, actually, should I scrub it? I think I should scrub it. Let's get scrubbing. Gentle scrubbing. What have I got that's gentle? Yeah. What have I got that's a gentle scrubber? I know. I keep these old worn ones, as long as they're not like covered in food or whatever, but these worn ones so they're not so abrasive. I'm just gently gonna go. I think I should put a towel down. What have I got? You know, one of my mum's old Turkish tea towels, that'll do. Bit of advertising there for Icy Mela. I have no idea if that's a cafe or something. Right. Let's carry on scrubbing. These wheels could definitely do with it. So I'm not quite sure how old this is, but do you know what? I reckon it's going to be kind of powerful for its age. I have that feeling that it's going to be quite nippy noo. Oh, that's better. Look at that. The wheels have come up nice now. Bit of a pedicure. Well, what is it? 1,600 watts. There's 1,600 watts. This is basically a small patio heater motor temp size in it. That'll definitely do good. Right. I'm not going to do too crazy in there. Right, that's manky. Now let's get the clean cloth. Let's absorb all that dirt. Oh, look at that. Look at that. She's a beauty. I mean, she won't win any beauty pageant, but it's never going to be showroom fresh. But that is so much better now. Now, when it comes to bags, I'm sure I've got some bag that'll fit it. I'm bound to. I've got a gazillion different types of bags that I keep. Look at that. So much nicer. It is a little bit faded, yes, I will give you that. Now I'm going to use this screwdriver gently and get in all these little nooks and crannies. Just be gentle with it. And that is much better in that switch compartment. It's marked because it's had years of going on and off and the switch rubbing up against it and things like that. So, you know, it's not going to be perfect. But we don't strive for perfect, and we definitely don't have hissy fits if it ain't perfect, do we? Now, let's give it some. This is going to go straight on eBay once I've cleaned it and tested it. I think I have the hose for it on my wall of hose shame, where I keep all the hoses. So I'm positive I have the hose for it. Now the outside looks good, but the inside, jeepers creepers, that is going to take a little bit of work. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the edge of the cloth and see if I can get it underneath the wheels, and then just turn the wheel. That'll clean the back side of the wheel and also in that difficult to reach part as well, and it really has made a difference. So I'm going to do the same to the other side. Get in there, my beauty. Do you know what? I've got a hankering for a vegan sausage roll. Do you know what? I'm not a vegan at all. I am an absolute meat eater, but I do love a Greg's vegan sausage roll. And I got a hankering for one. Normally, if we go to Greg's, I'll have two. One vegan, one normal. And I'll have the normal one first, which is a bit greasy. And then I'll have the vegan one then, which is quite nice and dry. Right, I think there is this glue stuck on there, but that's definitely glue. Right, let's get her on her back. Wait. And let's get in these nooks and crannies. It's a bit awkward. I'm not going to get that really clean. Let's try it. Let's try the screwdriver. Get round the rim. Well, that's definitely better, my lovely Ellie the Electrolux. It's much better. Right, let's get another cloth, a dry one this time. Just go over it, just to get all the moisture off. I'm not going to be doing any polishing or anything with this machine. I'll spray some kind of like car polish on it, but I'm not going to be machine polishing it or anything. Actually, let me get that cloth back because I am going to need to do the cord. So what I normally do for the cord is, where's that? Put that cloth, put that sponge on it, put on some elbow grease, and let's get the cord clean, because it's kind of like an invisible thing, but it is really important to get the cord clean, because the build up on it, there you are, you can see, look, can be really bad. So now I'm going to go back a few times. There we go. Now take my dry cloth. What was I going to spray in? Oh yeah, some lubrication. I'm going to spray in a little bit of lubrication. And when I'm doing this as well, you can actually feel if there's any damage to the cord, because there's sort of like catches on the cloth. And I'm not feeling anything, so that's good. I'm going to put that in the bucket to soak and clean. And also that'll give it a scrub. Now let me get some lube. Where are you, lube? Well, I can't find the lube, but I've found some WD-40, so that's just gonna have to do. Now, let me clean up these little parts and get them dry. Splat. So, oh, actually, that nozzle compartment's a bit manky. I missed that when I was cleaning. Carbon dusted, is he? It's a bugger. It's a bugger, isn't it? Right, let's get the old... So I've got like about 3 layers of the cloth while I'm doing this so that I don't scratch anything. And it's not a precious machine, so I'm not being super careful with it either. There we go. Turn it off. And there we go. Put it that way. No, it has to go in that way. Nozzle in. Now let's get the button on. Now I know that that goes over there. And it's over that one there. So I'll try and line them up. Oh no, it's not springing up. Why are you not springing up, Mr. Spring? Oh, jeez. Why are you not springing? You're supposed to spring. You've got your spring there. Well, that spring is definitely knackered. But again, I'm only selling it for parts. Come on, go back in. Oh, right. While I've got it like this, let's test it. Let me get the power. Right. Can I tell if this is on or off? I think that's on. Off. Okay, let's try it. Wow. Doesn't sound too bad. I've heard worse. Let's do the major scientific test on it. And we all know that the most accurate scientific test you can find on the planet for testing vacuums is with the chicken. So let's choke it and let's test it. Yep. Perfect. Really good. That passes the test. It doesn't sound great, but then it doesn't sound too bad. But the suction power on it, seriously though, is really good. If I grab this aero brush, see if you can see. That is really powerful. And I've only had it on for 2 seconds, and the heat it's chucking out. Right, let's try this one. Even that one. And that takes a lot of suction to work. So very good. So far, so good. Alright, where's my Coca-Cola? 0, 1. What is it? Coke Zero. Oh, that work. Now, let me unplug it because I don't want to get electrocuted. If I can get a bag for it and everything, once I've cleaned the inside, I will, I'll do a little test. It's not going in now, is it? Come on, you little shit. I don't know, I'm not trying to start it up. That'll do. Right. It's in. So we've got the outside looking really good. I'm going to give it a little bit of demon shine. And that just makes the plastic just a nice, softer feeling to touch. Let's pull back a little bit of shine on it. Now, the outside looks all good, but if we take a look at the inside, it's not so good. That is quite manky. Again, I'm not looking for perfection with this. I can see the motor in there. Any problems? Need more help? Something missing? Don't understand the instructions? Call the Electrolux Floorcast helpline. I doubt very much that would be working now. I mean, it's all in really good condition. It's all working. It's just been misused. So what I'm going to do is fine mist with that. And I'm just going to leave it with a damp cloth over it. That water's quite hot and quite steamy, so it should, in theory, just moisten it up a bit. That's what she said. Right, I'm going to leave that for a few minutes and come back, and then we'll give it a bit of a clean. Okay, so while that was soaking, I had a look and I found the hose for it. There we go, 360. I don't have the rest of it. This is all I have, and the hose. It's not very long, it's in good condition. Right, I'll put that there for now. I'll give it a clean up. And I need to concentrate on cleaning now the inside of this. So I'm going to start with this part with the worst and put another cloth in to soak. There's not too many grooves and ridges on the inside of this, so it's not so bad to clean it. Just want to get the worst off with this one, with this pass. Like I said, I'm just selling it for spares and repairs. on eBay. Maybe somebody has one man's junk is another man's treasure. One man's trash is another man's treasure, isn't it? So I just want to get the worst off. Right, let me do this. I'll put it on fast forward because it's not very interesting, but it has brought it up already. Let's get the inside looking better. Voila, we have it now clean on the inside. Again, it's not amazing, it's not showroom, it's not honeymoon fresh, but it is all clean. It has a bag, so I happen to have sort of like a random paper bag, but a good paper bag with a good filter on it, you know, nice filter. And so I used the old bag to cut around, and it fits in absolutely perfectly. I've put some filter paper, some filter floss behind it. It closes down. I can see it's fine on the inside. And I've also put some filter floss here in the back filter, the carbon filter. And now works really, really well. The indicator mark on the inside, I washed all of that and cleaned it, but you can't really see the red when it comes down. It's kind of a bit faded and kind of a bit old. It's broken on the inside. It's screwed in and the screw's broken, but it's got a rubber gasket around it, so it's holding it in fine. It's just that you can't really see the red mark, but it is working. The spring does go back, and as you can see, the bag fits, so I can close it no problem, and it is really powerful. Now, I have noticed, I don't know if it's an issue or whether it was designed like that, but it seems to have a ramp up noise. Hang on, see if it'll do it now. So it kind of like goes up and then bam, and then it goes to full, and it seems to be doing that every time I turn it off, and it's all the way off and then switch it back on. So my wondering is that it probably has it to help the motor, so it's not going straight into full ramp. Possibly, I don't know. I could be talking hoo-ha donkey. Right, now, let me just give the hose, let me get rid of all this crap. I'm just going to give the hose a little bit of a wipe over, but I'm just going to cut to the end of that being cleaned because that is boring 101. So I did notice when I was cleaning the hose, there is a little bit of damage to that there. I'm not going to do anything to it. There we go, that fits on. So there is a release valve thing there as well for pressure. Let's get a okay, so I've got this airbrush for it to use. This is just some universal one. It's not amazing because it takes a hell of a lot of bloody suction to get it to work. Oh, sod it, it's on. Let's get a little bit of mess. Little bit of mess. I haven't got much general detritus, so we've got a little bit of general detritus. And let's have a little bit of gay wedding. And for the honeymoon, let's go to Sitchies, girl. Right. Let's give it a go. So this nozzly thing, it did a bit, but there's a great big, huge, massive sort of like left patch there. So I'm not a fan of this brush at all. Let's get a good old genuine Henry into it. Right, let's try it now. As soon as you stuck it to the carpet, the brush roll would stop. There's so much suction on it. So I can't say it's very good. I mean, it's too good for carpet. So let me remove my mat and let's try it again. Let's have a bit more. Second wedding. The first ones never come out right, do they? Like pancakes. Right. Let's try it on this. The heat that's coming off this, it would heat the workshop, I tell you. It's ridiculous. Right, let's take that off. So we know that it works. That is really, really good. Just a little cleanup, little video for you guys today. This poor little thing had been sitting around for so long and I felt so sorry for it. I was like, do you know what? It is time to get you cleaned up, Ellie, so that you can be passed on to somebody else who wants this in the state that it is. I don't even think I paid much for it, or if it was given to me. It's been so long, I genuinely can't remember. So I do apologize. But there we go. The Electrolux Powerlite 1800w mini little vacuum cleaner from the 90s, I believe. Model number Z3319. So there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and it's been fun to make the video again, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, y'all.